What's up, YouTube? Back with another video on the Celebrity Tea, man. Let's get into it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Impressive channel. I do want to talk about Angie Stone, and I'm sure a lot of you already know that she passed away tragically in a car accident at the age of 63 years old.
R.I.P.,
She was
man.
traveling in a Sprinter, driving back from a show, and the Sprinter flipped over, and a truck hit the Sprinter. And what's so crazy is, out of the group of people she traveled with, she was the only one who died. That's crazy. And yes, her passing was very, very, very heartbreaking because Angie Stone has left a huge mark in the music industry, especially on the neo soul music scene.
Man.
She was one of the pioneers of that, and she was also one of the pioneers of hip-hop, believe it or not. For those who don't know, she was a part of the first female rap group called The Sequence, and they were the first female rappers who got a gold plaque, and it was for their song Funk You Up, which was sampled by Dr. Dre, and also the song was interpolated by Bruno Mars and Mark Ronson for their hit song Uptown Funk. But unfortunately, Angie Stone and her group never received any royalties or credit for that sample. And when you really dive deep into Angie's story, there were a lot of situations where she didn't get the credit she deserved, and she was actually really cheated out of a lot of money from her label. She was signed to Arista Records. Clive Davis signed her, and she was cheated out of money from Arista and UMG.
Damn.
And you know UMG is currently going through a legal battle with Drake right now. So the fact that Angie was gearing up to sue the label says a lot. I mean, there's some crooked stuff going on over there.
A lot of my publishing, a lot of my royalties, my mechanicals, they have all pretty much been stolen.
Wow.
Where are my royalties going? Because I'm not getting this. Come to find out, Universal Music has been receiving all my royalties, all my mechanicals. But they have taken all the monies that were due to me, people that were working on my behalf, never even registered the songs, all the songs that I've done. I'm only coming to find out they were not properly registered.
That's crazy.
By the companies that I signed over to. So I am truly a walking testimony that God has carried me all this time. Because if you only knew how much money they have taken from me, how much they have stolen from me, money that I'm supposed to be, I should have been able to retire 20 years ago with the money I've made, supposedly. But there are key people that have been driving the ships. And what they've been doing is improperly representing me, improperly stealing from me, taking things in their own hand, changing and switching lanes because they knew I didn't know that part. The legal side, when you hire attorneys and managers and agents, they're supposed to make sure the gray area over there that they're in the driver's seat for, they're supposed to make sure you're taken care of. So I'm just here to let you know, one way or the other, Universal Music, you're going to have to give up my coins. I mean, when you sit back and think Bruno Mars, Dr. Dre, when you think about all these people that have sampled music, if they're filthy rich on it, what's our problem? And that's why I'm telling on Universal and all the people that y'all work with me, y'all know who you are. You've been spotted. You've been seen. Your worth is useless to me now because I've seen the data. That's all I'm going to say. I got a team of people, a diesel crew, that's really trying to help me navigate things. And if I never get it, at least you heard it from me, because I don't know what they might do to keep from paying me all the money they owe me.
Damn.
That was kind of eerie when she said that. She said, I don't know what they're going to do to keep from paying me all the money they owe me. Fast forward to now, she passed away tragically, and she was the only one in her vehicle who passed away. I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but I wouldn't blame anybody for thinking this whole thing kind of feels sacrificial. You know what I mean? And what's interesting is Angie said that she was facing spiritual attacks. She actually had a blood infection where she was really fighting for her life, literally.
I knew it was an attack. I knew it was a spiritual attack. for
she
me.
did say that right there.
However,
Said,
I was
what they can
treated,
do to me to keep me away from getting my money.
cleared up.
And then she died
They
after.
cleared up the blood infection.
Wow.
Now that Angie Stone has unfortunately passed away, hopefully her children are able to take on her fight to get what's rightfully owed to her, because this whole situation about UMG stealing from her has blown up. And now people are watching UMG and seeing how will they handle this. Will they give Angie her just due? I think Angie deserves her just due. It's unfortunate because she has dealt with a lot in the industry, and I will touch on that, but I do want to go down her list of accomplishments too, because she had a lot. She was a part of the first female rap group called The Sequence. She was also a part of other groups like Mantronics and Vertical Hold. And Vertical Hold also had an R&B radio hit called Seems Like You're Much Too Busy. Then she went on to be a songwriter for the labels, and then she was a solo artist. She was one of the pioneers of neo soul. She recorded 11 studio albums. She had hit songs like I Wish I Didn't Miss You, No More Rain, Brother, I Want to Thank You. She worked with legends like Prince and Lenny Kravitz. She actually played saxophone for Lenny. And also she helped write and do vocal production on D'Angelo's albums Brown Sugar and Voodoo, which were some very, very important albums for the neo soul movement. And they opened up the doors for other neo soul artists like Erykah Badu, Jill Scott, Maxwell. And what's interesting is, after Angie completed her work on D'Angelo's Brown Sugar album, Maxwell's team reached out to Angie because they wanted her to give him a similar sound. When Maxwell was first trying to do music, he sounded more like Michael Jackson, but then his team realized that, wait a minute, this whole neo soul sound is the new wave. Let's go with this. And they wanted to recruit Angie Stone to do it, but Angie didn't want to because she didn't want to betray her man at the time, D'Angelo, and also she was drained from working on his album. But it came to show you that Angie had what people were looking for. She had the ear. She was a songwriter. She was a vocal producer. So people recruited her, and she actually played a really important role in a lot of people's careers. She played a big role in Erykah Badu's career. Her team actually helped push Erykah Badu. And not only that, she played a major role in Life Jane's career because he was an unknown artist looking for an opportunity, and Angie gave it to him. She actually allowed him to open up for her on her and Anthony Hamilton's tour, and she even cut her set 15 minutes short so that he could get a chance to perform. So she did a lot of stuff like that. And also, believe it or not, she actually helped Mariah Carey get signed. Now, Mariah was singing background for the artist Brenda K. Starr.
This is crazy, man. Hope y'all enjoy this reaction video, man. It's your boy Garret, man. Catch y'all in the next reaction, man. Put God first. Stay blessed, man.